The night was calm, almost too calm. The moon hung high in the sky, a silver guardian watching over the sleeping earth. Countless stars scattered across the darkness like shards of broken diamonds. In a small village at the edge of a great forest, a girl named Lian sat on the rooftop of her little wooden house, just staring at the heavens above. Every night, she spoke to the stars as if they were her friends. She told them about her dreams, her loneliness, and this strange feeling she always had that she didn't quite belong to this world. Deep down, she believed that something, or someone, was waiting for her beyond those stars. That night, as the wind whispered through the trees, a bright blue light appeared in the sky. It wasn't like any star she had ever seen. It shimmered, pulsed, and then suddenly shot across the heavens, leaving a trail of silver fire in its wake. Then, it fell right into the heart of the forest. Lian gasped, her heart racing. Without a moment's hesitation, she grabbed her lantern and ran into the woods, her bare feet brushing through the fallen leaves. The deeper she went, the stranger the air became. It felt heavy, warm, and was humming with a strange energy. And then, she saw it. A crater, faintly glowing, and in the middle of it, a young man. He was unconscious, lying among what looked like ashes of light. His clothes were strange, like silver armor engraved with symbols she didn't recognize. His hair seemed to shine faintly, like it was made of starlight. For a long moment, Lian just stared. He looked human, but not quite. He was too perfect, too otherworldly. She knelt beside him, whispering, "Hey, are you okay? Can you hear me?" The young man stirred. Slowly, his eyes opened. They were the color of pure silver, like molten mirrors. He looked around confused, and then spoke in a voice that sounded distant, as if it was carried through time. "I am Prince Arian, of the kingdom of Illyrian, from the world beyond the veil." Lian blinked in disbelief. "From another world? Are you joking?" But the prince didn't answer. He fainted again. She couldn't just leave him there, with all her strength. She managed to drag him to an old, abandoned cabin her grandmother used to use for gathering herbs. She cared for him through the night, cleaning his wounds and covering him with a blanket. By dawn, he awoke fully. He sat up, still weak, but he managed a faint smile. "You saved me," he said softly. "No human has ever touched the fallen of Illyrian before." Lian frowned. "Well, you fell into my forest. I couldn't just leave you." As the days passed, Arian began to recover. He told her all about his world, a realm of light and energy called Illyrian. Its people drew power from something called Etheria, the essence of all creation. He described a land of floating cities, crystal towers, and skies that glowed with an eternal dawn, but he explained that this peace had been shattered. One of his father's advisors, Lord Kale, had betrayed the royal family. Kale wanted to control the Etheria to open forbidden gates between worlds. When Arian tried to stop him, Kale framed him for treason. Hunted and betrayed, Arian had escaped through a stargate, which is how he crashed into Lian's world. Weeks turned into a month. Arian learned about Earth, its air, its stars, its strange human ways. And Lian, in turn, learned about courage, destiny, and unseen worlds that existed right beside her own. Their connection deepened. Sometimes, when they touched, a faint light would spark between their fingers, the same silver glow from the night he fell. Arian once told her, "Our souls are connected by light. It means something rare. Perhaps the worlds chose us." But their peaceful time was about to end. One night, as they sat by the fire, a dark chill filled the room. The windows rattled, and a voice echoed from the forest, cold and hollow. Arian froze. "No, they found me." From the darkness outside, 3 creatures emerged. They were cloaked in black mist, their eyes glowing red. Shadow hunters, servants of Lord Kale. They stepped forward, whispering in a tongue that sounded older than time itself. Lian clung to Arian's arm. "What are they?" "Assassins," he said grimly. "They came to drag me back." He drew his sword, a blade that shimmered with pure light. When he swung it, the shadows screamed and recoiled. The battle began. Sparks of silver clashed with darkness as the little cabin shook around them. Lian wanted to help, but fear had her paralyzed until she saw Arian fall to his knees, surrounded. Something deep within her snapped. She ran to him, shouting his name, and suddenly, her hands began to glow. A brilliant white light burst from her palms, forcing the shadows to retreat in pain. Arian looked up at her, his eyes wide with awe. "Lian, your light, it's the same as Aetherius." In that moment, the truth was revealed. Lian was the Earth's chosen bearer of light, the counterpart to Arian's celestial energy. Together, their powers combined, and they unleashed a wave of radiance so powerful it shattered the darkness and sealed the rift the hunters had come through. When the dust settled, Arian stood before a new portal. It was a swirl of gold and silver light, humming softly. "It's a gate to Illyrian," he said. The light responded to our bond. "It's calling me home." Lian's eyes filled with tears. "You're leaving." "I must," he said quietly. "My people are still enslaved by Kel's shadow. I have to free them." He took her hand. "But this bond between us, it can never fade. You are part of the light now. When the worlds align again, I will return for you." The wind blew around them, scattering leaves like tiny stars. Lian squeezed his hand one last time. "I'll be waiting," she whispered. Arian stepped into the portal, his figure fading into brilliance. Then, the forest fell silent once more. Years passed. Lian grew older, wiser. She never told anyone about the prince from another world. But every night, she would climb to her rooftop and gaze at the sky. And there, among the countless stars, one always shone brighter than the rest. A blue star, pulsing softly, like a heartbeat. She would smile, knowing, "I know you're out there, Arian. And when the time comes, I'll find you again." And somewhere, beyond the veil, in the luminous kingdom of Illyrian, a prince stood on his palace balcony, staring at that very same star. He whispered, "Soon, Lian. The gate will open soon." The light between their worlds shimmered once more, and the legend of the prince from another world was truly only just beginning. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. We'll see you in the next video.